everyone. This morning we're going to start standing. I've entitled this one Twist and Shout. Be light-hearted about it. Twists are quite difficult. If you fall out, just laugh, but enjoy. So let's start. Standing in the middle of your mat, bring your feet together, standing in Tadasana to start with. So feet are together, draw the legs and thighs towards each other, so it's as though you're standing on just one leg. Roll your shoulders back and down, lift your chest, stretch your fingers to the floor, elongate the neck, head level, eyes level, and just for a moment be there. Concentrating now on your body, turning inward. Be aware of the soles of the feet on the floor, take the weight into the heels, feel the kneecaps lift, feel the thighs engage. Go on squeezing the legs towards each other so the hips are pinned together. Start to be conscious of your breath. Long, slow, deep inhalation, long, slow, deep exhalation. Make sure the face is passive. You're not gritting your teeth. Okay, let's start our first twist. Raise the arms up, shoulder height, and then you're going to keep the left hand where it is, and with your eyes you're going to track the movement of the right arm as you take it out to the side. Keep looking, take the hand all the way to the back, as far as you can go, but you don't want the hips to move, so jig the hips back towards the front, make sure they're facing forward still. And then slowly bringing the arm and hand back to the front. Keeping the right arm where it is. Start to move the left arm out to the side, tracking with your eyes. So you're turning your head, all the while concentrating on the strength of the legs and keeping the hips jigged forward so they don't start to turn as you turn the arm. And then bringing the arm all the way back. Now you're going to interlace your fingers and release the index finger, like that. And then, and then inhale, raise the arms up. So wherever they come to, you might not get them straight the way up in the air, but ideally all the way up into the air, trying to get the inner upper arms to squeeze your ears or even behind the ears. So a good stretch, and then stretch from side to side, just a small movement. Side to side, keep the chin lifted. And come to stop in the centre. Now you're going to take your hips to the right and your arms to the left. I'll try a mirror image, so pressing out to the right. See how far you can push your hips out. Keep the legs straight. Keep going. Keep that underarm, the left arm straight. Don't let the elbows bend. Breathe. Can you go another quarter of an inch? Inhale to bring yourself up. Re-establish. And then over to the other side. Stretching out. Keep going. See how far you can push your hips out to the side. Inhale brings you up. Now we're going to bend backwards, so what I'd like you to do is very gently release your head back. So you're looking up at your fingers. Make sure your legs are working strongly. So now you're going to, imagine you're drawing a line on the ceiling with your fingers, and you're going to push your hips forward, lift your chest, lift your chest. Keep pushing forward with the hips as far as they go. Keep drawing that line. See how far you can go. Another quarter of an inch, and then carefully inhaling as you come back up, and exhale as you lower the arms down. Wow. We're going to warm up with the sun salutation. So you know your limitations if you've been watching it. I'll try and work through it at the same time as I'm talking and doing. We'll see how we get on. So standing near the front edge of your mat, feet together again, back into Tadasana. centre yourself. Inhale raises the arms up, look up to your hands. Exhale, standing forward bend, so you can bend your knees if you need to. Head comes towards your knees. If you've got your hands now flat on the floor, you should, whether your knees are bent or straight. And then look forward, flattening the back. Exhale as you step back with the right leg, step back with the left. Now we're going to come down. So choices. Bend your knees, chest, chin along the floor. If you can do it, then it's chaturanga, which is to just bend the elbows, come down, just hover above the floor, and then drop to the floor. Turn your feet. Choices again. You can either take a baby cobra, so just pushing up, or you can come up by pressing on your feet, press with your hands, lift your knees off the floor, slide your feet forward if you can, and then looking up for a dog pose, head up. Then rolling over the toes, dog pose, head down. 5 breaths. Then you're going to, what are you going to do? You're going to start to walk your hands back or your feet forward, whichever you prefer. Bend your knees till you're balanced. And then relax your arms, relax your hands. Inhale brings you all the way up. So we're warming up nicely. Utkatasana, awkward pose, is the one where it's like sitting in a chair that's not there. So take your feet together, bend your knees, so tuck your tailbone under, draw the abdomen back, fingertips come to the floor. So we're twisting in this today, so twist and shout. And in this one it's going to be your right upper arm comes to the outside of your left upper arm comes to the outside of your right knee. Take your palms together and then press them together, draw your palms back towards your body. You can be looking forward or down, whichever you prefer. Breathe. And release, fingertips come back to the floor. We'll do it on the other side. So this time it's going to be the right upper arm to the outside of the left knee. Press the palms together and draw the hands towards you. And release, fingertips come to the floor, and then you're going to inhale, raise the arms up and come slowly all the way up. Look up, look to your hands, exhale, lowers the arms down. So this next one is a Trikonasana twist. A little bit more difficult than a usual Trikonasana, obviously. So I've got today, you're going to look for several books. So if you want to stop the video, you can, and get books or blocks or whatever you've got. But I'm going to work without any support, just in case you don't have anything there. And in order to demonstrate this pose, I'm going to turn my back to you. So you're going to stand with the feet not quite as wide perhaps as you would do with a normal Trikonasana. I'm making it easy. So you're going to turn the left foot in, come up on the toes, turn the heel round a little bit more than normal, and then come up to spin the heel of the right foot all the way around 90 degrees. So that's better. Adjust the feet. I want to start to get my hips to be turning forward. So the more you can get your hips to turn forward, the more likely you are to complete the pose. So if you take your hands onto your hips, inhale, exhale, start to come forward, work that back leg strongly. Keep coming forward. Now, you're going to come to a point where the legs won't let you do any more. And wherever that point is, that's where you're going to be. You're going to take the hand to the outside of the right leg. Keep jigging the hips round to square them off all the time. So today I'm going to suggest this hand sometimes can go up into the air, but today we'll take it just around our waist. And then you go from there, slide the hand down, see where you can come to, see if you can bring that hand to the floor. If you can bring the hand to the floor, turn your chest, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, and you could raise the top arm up if you want. Parivrtta Trikonasana. Breathe and release. So start to come up very slowly, windmill the arms if you want to, turn the feet, and then bring the hands back to your waist again. So we're turning on the other side now, so you're going to come up on the toes of the right foot and turn the foot, spin the left heel round at the left foot so you're facing the other direction. Lift your chest, make the knees, lift the kneecaps, make the legs work strongly, and then coming forward on the exhale. You decide where you can stop. Take your hand to the outer edge of the leg so you can really start to pull on that to help you to twist. And then if you can, slide the hand down to get the hand to the floor on the outside of the foot. And then this hand, if you want to, can come up into the air. And release. So coming up, windmilling the arms as you come up, and then step the feet together. Parivrtta Trikonasana twist. So again, we'll work at it in stages, and you can stop at whichever stage you're at. So in this one, you're going to start by kneeling, go all fours, and then we need to have this right foot forward. So right foot comes forward, make that right angle with the knee and the shin. Raise the left arm up into the air, stretch. Now you're going to bring that upper arm to the outside of the knee. And you can bring your hands together, the same as we did in the chair twist, and pull them towards you. And that might be where you're at today. You can improve on that one if you want to by straightening that back leg. Or if you want to go a stage further, then it's to take this hand down with your fingertips on the floor to the outside of the foot. And then you can stretch the other arm over your head towards the wall, or my wall. Breathe. And release. Drop the knee back to the floor. Unravel the arms. And bring the right leg back to kneeling. So we go again on the other side. Step the left foot forward. So these poses are very energizing, you'll find today. They're great for your digestion, and also good for your back. So if you're having any issues with the back or digestive problems, these are the poses for you. Major right angle. Raise your right arm up into the air and then take the upper arm over the top of the thigh. So the more you can get that arm in contact, you can press against and use the leverage of the arm against the leg. So hands together if that's the stage you're at. Stage 2 is to turn the back toes under, straighten that back leg. And then stage 3, if you're going for it, to take your fingertips to the, or hand, I can only do fingertips to the hand, or floor, I'm wobbling, fingertips to the floor, and then take the left arm ahead of you, stretch it out in front, breathe. And release. Go back to kneeling again. And then you're going to turn your toes under. So stretching up into dog pose. Stretch back, nice stretch out. And then walk your hands back to be balanced over the feet. And then come slowly up. a twisting balance. So bring the feet together. See if I can mirror image for you. So you're going to make your legs very strong. So you're going to really work the standing leg, which is going to be your right leg this time. You're going to come up on the toes of the left. Oh, I'm not trying to mirror image for you, aren't I? Right. That's better if I mirror image. So really making that leg strong. Feel as though all the muscles are engaged. Come up on the toes of the, which one are you balancing on? Left leg. And then bring the knee up. So it's in line with the hip. Take your right hand to the outside of the knee. Stretch the left arm forward and then see if you can track at the hand and arm as you take the arm back. Same as we did in that first pose. And bring the hand back slowly and release the leg. Ooh, I'm a bit wobbly this morning. Just trying to think left and right, I think. Okay, so left leg this time you're going to balance on. So find out which is your dominant leg, which is the strongest leg. So working the standing leg really strongly and then bring up the knee of the right leg. Take the left hand to the outside. Stretch the right arm forward. Keep working on the standing leg. And then if you can, take the arm back. Follow it with your eyes. Woo! That's it, I've lost it. Told you, you have to laugh when you're doing these poses if you fall out. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Breathe. And then bring the arm back and put the leg back on the floor. Ooh. So we're going to do a second salute to the sun now. I know you love these. So standing on the front edge of your mat, feet together. Inhale, raise the arms up. Look to your thumbs, take a bit of a back bend. Swan dive to the floor. Hands come to the floor with knees bent or straight, whichever. And then head comes towards your knees. Inhale, so you're looking forward. Now, step or jump back. And if you jump back, you're into plank. Decide whether you're going to drop your knees, chest and chin along the floor to come down, or chaturanga, over the toes, baby cobra or dog pose, head up, look up, over the toes, dog pose, head down. See if you can rotate the upper arms out and round so it spreads the flesh across the top of the back, opens out the top chest. Okay, so we're going to flip the dog now if you want to. We're going to raise the right leg up into the air. Stretch it away and allow the left heel to come down into the floor. Really stretch away with that right leg. Press into the floor with your hands. Now, bend that right knee. You might not want to go any further than this, I know. And then if you want to, look underneath your left arm. Try not to knock your hand. Left arm. Look to find your foot. Watch your foot. And watch it all the way coming to the floor. And then take the right arm up and flip the dog. And then coming back, right hand back to the floor, re-establish dog pose. And then raise your left leg up into the air, let the right heel stretch into the floor while you stretch away with the left heel. Bend the left leg. Now if you're going for it, look underneath your right arm as you take the foot down towards the floor. Follow it all the way to the floor and then take the left arm up and over. Bring it back to the floor. Ooh. Back to dog pose. Now what have I got for you? Bend your knees, drop your knees to the floor, knees are together, sit back on your heels. Balasana, child's pose, so stretch away with your arms. Allow the head to rest forward and down. So even in this pose we can twist. So keeping the arms straight and stretching away from you, trying to get your buttocks down on your heels. Start to walk your hands round to the right. So straight arms. See how far you can get them round, keeping your buttocks firmly fixed to your heels. And then when you can't go any further, just relax your head, relax your neck. Keeping that left arm straight. Feel the stretch all the way up the left-hand side of your body. And then inhale, look up, look forward towards your hands. Walk them back in the other direction. So come to the centre, stretch away, and then start to walk your hands over to the left. See how far you can get them round. And then relax your head, relax your neck. And feel the stretches on the right side. Inhale, look forward, walk your hands all the way back. Stretch away forward once more. And then come up to kneel. And now you're going to lie down. What you might want to pause the video here. We're going to do a back bend and we're going to do bridge and things. And what I've got here is I've got 3 nice fat books, that sort of height, I don't know, not very good at measurements, 5 inches, something like that. Or if you've got blocks, anything you've got that can, you've got to support yourself on the blocks in a minute. So, lying down, have your blocks, books or whatever you've got nearby. You're going to place them underneath your lower back in a minute. Bend your knees. Tuck your chin to your chest, down you go, so you're in that nice straight line. And then reposition the books, because I haven't got mine in the right place. So have them near your hips. Tuck your shoulder blades down your back. And then you're going to take a book, block, or whatever you've got, so your feet are near towards your hips. Press your lower back into the floor, scoop up, and place one of the, in my case, a book underneath your lower back and come down onto the book. So take your second book. It might well be that if you've got any issues with your lower back or you don't want to go high with the blocks, you can stay here with just one block and then you just stretch your legs away from you. So what I'm looking for is a nice opening of the front body and opening these groins at the tops of your legs. We sit all day long, so they're closed. It's an opening. So second book. Scoop up by pushing into the block, scooping the tailbone up. Position the second one, and then coming down. So you can have as many of these as you like. So going again, press down into the book, scooping up. You might need to come up on tiptoe the way I've just done. So I'm just going to bother with 3 books today. You might want to reposition. I think I need to come a little bit slightly higher up on my back. That's it. You've got a sacrum, it's like a bowl there, and you want to be on that part, not too far or too near your coccyx, the lower, your tailbone. So finding the right spot for you. So before we go all the way up into a bridge pose, tuck those shoulders under once more. You can hold on to the blocks if you want, or you might be able to touch your feet, whichever. Wherever your hands are at the moment, but they should be shrugging towards your feet. So those shoulder blades are tucked well down and under, the chest is lifted. So today I thought we'd bend the knees up and straighten your legs up into the air. So it's like having your legs resting up the wall. So you're looking for a 90-degree angle if possible, and if you're there you can then take your arms over your head. And just breathe. You can shut your eyes for a minute if you want to. Unfortunately, I'm time limited on this video. My tablet won't let me do very many minutes. Probably that's kind of a good idea anyway. And then so exhaling, you're going to bring the arms back down by your side. And stretching your fingers away from you. Bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor. Again, readjust your shoulders. Now if you want to, you can straighten one leg and then straighten the other. So shoulders have to stay on the floor. Just on your heels, so keep the legs active. Breathe and feel all those lovely stretches across the groins, opening out your front body. And each time you breathe out, feel as though those areas of tightness can relax a little more. And then bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor. So we're now going to take the books out of the way. To do so, press your lower back into the floor. Scoop up, take one book away. Lower down. Press into the book. Scoop up, take the second book away. In my case, I don't know how many books you've got. Depends how fat your books are, I suppose. Lowering down. Press into the book, block, lift up, take the book away, and lower down one vertebrae at a time all the way to the floor. Once you're on the floor, bend your knees onto your chest, lift your head, wrap your arms around the legs, see if you can grab hold of the elbows, and then take your head back towards the floor, tucking your chin towards your chest. Now draw those knees down and see how much of your spine you can stretch out onto the floor. And then release. Put your feet flat on the floor. So I don't know how much time I've got left. We seem to be all right at the moment. So the next one, just to ease the back out after doing that, I like to call it like windscreen wipers. So you're taking your feet slightly wider than your hips apart. Take your arms out to the side, shoulder height, palms down. So you're just going to swing your knees over to the right, all the way. So let the feet go as well. And then bring them all the way up, swing them over to the left, like windscreen wipers on your car. So just keep going, massaging out your back. And come to rest in the centre. Cross your ankles, grab hold of your big toes. Inhale, exhale, rock and roll to sit yourself up. Let's get my books out of the way. So the last pose I'm going to do with you today is Matsyendrasana twist, and I'm going to suggest you use a block or one of the bricks, one of the books. I'm doing well this morning. Right. sit on it widthways, so you can see. So sitting on the block, it helps. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Be in Dandasana. We always want that spine to be nice and upright, elongated, so we're opening out the spaces of the spine. Because I get my lefts and rights confused, I'm going to do this the way I want you to do it, so I won't be mirror imaging, otherwise I keep getting my lefts and rights muddled, as Malcolm would say when I'm giving him directions in the car. Bend your knees up. And then you're going to take your left foot behind the right leg, and you want to hook the heel around the edge of the block, and then the knee comes to the floor. The next move is to step the right leg over the top of the left knee. So this, we're starting to get a bit of the twist going already. We've twisted the legs. Raise the left arm up into the air, stretch it up. The more you can stretch up, the easier this will be. And as you bring the arm over the top of the leg, you've done it several times already. You've got the upper arm pressing against the knee, so use that leverage, and then you can stop the traffic. The other hand can come round behind you, fingertips to the floor, to help you to stay nice and upright. And then you can turn your head to look over your right shoulder. If you want to take it a stage further, then the hand that's waggling up into the air comes down, and see if you can hold on to the knee. Now, things happen here. What happens usually is the one sitting bone will come up. So re-establish your sitting bones. This hand, if you're not needing it, can come round your waist. Grab hold of your shorts, t-shirt, whatever you can grab hold of. And then you can turn your head to look over your right shoulder. So breathing starts to become a little bit more difficult with the twists. And release. Stretch your legs out in front of you. So why are twists good for your digestion? Well, they massage your internal organs, and with the twists, you should always go to the right. Sometimes I've mirror imaged, but they've not been the important ones. Your descending colon, if we twist to the right, we're making some movement on that side of the body. And then as we twist to the left, the ascending colon, because it's a clockwise circular movement we have going on there. So that's the reason why we usually twist, or should twist, to the right first. So let's twist to the left now. Bend your knees up. Take the right foot, hook it round the edge of the block. I can find my block. That's it. And then stepping over with the left leg. So at this point I can feel my left buttocks slightly lighter. That's fine, it's okay to begin with. Raise your right arm up into the air. So you can use the left hand to help to push that thigh away from you as you bring the arm over the top. Get that leverage there. Stop the traffic if you want to. Take the left hand behind you onto the floor. So again, start to find out what's happening, how far you can go. And if you want to, you just drop the, if I find the knee, hold on to the other knee with your hand. The other one comes behind you, round the waist. What's that? And then turn your head. Now think about your buttocks. My left buttock has become light, so I need to drop down onto that left buttock again. And then keep turning. And breathe. And release. Unravel. Ooh. Take the block out of the way. Sit cross-legged. So I hope you enjoyed Twist and Shout Day. Rest your hands on your thighs. So I thought, because it's an energising session, we'll finish with a bit of Kapalabhati breathing. So again, if I run out of time on the tablet, I'll see you another day. So sitting comfortably cross-legged, relax your hands onto your thighs. Your choices now, just establish your seated pose first. So be aware of the outer edges of your feet, your sitting bones, shoulders relaxed down, hands are relaxed on your thighs, neck is long, head level, eyes level. Face should be passive, so we're not gritting the teeth. So this one is the one where it's that one, Kapalabhati breathing. If you want to and you find it difficult to do it through the nose, then you can go with the mouth. Your choices. Okay, let's see how we get on this morning. So, ready to go? Inhale then. And rest. Normal breathing. So shining skull, you probably need to blow your nose after this one. So we go again. And normal breathing. So the stronger you can activate your belly muscles, the stronger it is for you. Once more, shall we try? Or if you don't want to do it, just sit there quietly. Ready to go? And relax. Normal breathing. Consider how you feel. Hopefully you're buzzing with energy now. Long, slow breaths. And then bring the hands together in front of your chest in prayer. Namaste. Hope to see you another day. Let me know how you got on with your twists and shouts.